A lot of happy fans, a lot of sad fans, a lot of seasons that have been ended. And if you're going to work today and you're thinking, oh, I've got to look people in the eye, my colleagues, my friends, my family are going to laugh at me, then we have the perfect solution for you, okay? This is how you don't get laughed at. You roll into work. Oh, you've got one. You roll into work and you just put one of these on and just go about your business like nothing's wrong. No one knows who it is. They think, oh, that's a new crazy intern. Okay, who's that guy? They'll have no idea it's you, a suffering football fan. Only got to wear it for a week. Ollie, you have to wear that for a whole week. Zane's aren't in it.
Sorry. I think there's room to be like, we could probably improve the hearing on this thing.
And the vision.
But yeah, a week, I think that's fair enough. I'm flat, but it's okay. This helps.
It's all right. I've taken mine off. You can't see. I'm not wearing mine. You know why?
I would have ended up doing that a whole episode like that.
I wouldn't wear mine. You know why I'm not wearing it?
Why?
Because they will never tear us apart. We're going to bring the heat. Oh, welcome. Did you play the sting after that? I'm going to assume you did.
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not?
Thanks so much. Hey, we're going to Brizzy. What a week of football, ladies and gentlemen. The season is done. See you later. There's probably a blokes on Mad Monday right now just have the beers barking at them hardcore. That'd be 10 deep, 20 deep. Probably haven't slept a wink since their games on the weekend, and they're out there with their costumes and their punishments, just living it up. On the way to Bali, then you've got some other teams who are ready for September. Smell that? That's finals football, ladies and gentlemen, and I can't wait to get a big whiff of it in Brizzy. What an absolute roller coaster. We are joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who almost didn't have a job at about 6:10 p.m. last night. Ollie, the real deal Gil. We're friends. You're lucky we're friends.
It kind of ended up perfect, didn't it? I get the win. You make finals. It was It was meant to be.
Yeah. It was meant to be. I mean, we'll get into it later, but geez, your video post-game was very funny.
Thank you. It's
You thought about it, obviously.
Yeah, I did. And it annoyed me. I feel like upon reflection, I could have been a bit more animated in the video, like just one of those things. But then again, I don't want to be too Daniel Gorringe, like I'm my own form.
Yeah, true.
Like I've got my own thing going on. So I just wanted to get those chopsticks, remind you of.
You did well. Yeah, all the things I said.
Yeah.
Frustrating though for St Kilda. Where's that been?
I know.
Where have you been, Ross?
I still think about some of the losses we had, and 2 points to Port, 2 points to GWS in Canberra. They're like very like I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
First round, I think it was like a goal against the Cats down in Geelong. I'm all right with that.
Good signs though for next year. As a Saints fan, you know that you'll go marching in probably next year, which is good.
I feel like we will.
You will. You'll be marching hardcore.
Yeah.
Oh mate, yesterday was just. I mean, this is going to be. I think I think every footy fan went on the roller coaster with the storyline of the Blues because you either love the Blues or you wanted to see him not make it, or you were a Freo fan hoping that Freo would make it. So I think everyone for 6 hours went on that roller coaster. Now, as a Blues fan on the roller coaster, I can tell you it was a horrible experience, and highly do not recommend getting on that roller coaster. The ups and downs, a 6 hour roller coaster, ups, downs, ups. We're back in the game. Oh, Higgins has kicked a goal. Don't like this roller coaster. Then you go back to the start and the guy goes, hey, we're going again. What do you mean we're going again? There's another game to go. Unreal. loved
Isn't it
it.
incredible to have your whole season defined on two teams when, like, they're so far away? It was light over there in Perth.
I know, it was crazy.
It was just like two random teams defining your whole season.
And the Blue is just a Bradbury moment.
Yeah.
Just fall and stumble their way into a decoy final spot. Unreal. I loved it. But we're going to Brizzy, rubbing about. The airlines and hotels did not miss my credit card last night. They just jacked the prices up. As soon as the finals locked in, they ramped up the prices
They
on me.
knew.
Oh, they got me. They
Yeah.
were going to be good. So it's going to be good. So they absolutely abused the credit card. But we're going to Brizzy. I know we've started very Blues-centric, but a lot happened yesterday for the Blues.
Yeah.
I'm in the, in case anyone can see this, obviously audio people can't see this, but I'm in the Blues Brothers kit. So does that mean I'm officially in the Blues Brothers?
I think they'll be there in Brisbane, won't they?
Oh, mate, will they ever? We'll storm the G.
Yeah.
G, Gabba,
Well-
yeah, Jabba, yeah. That still works.
The Jabba. Yeah. Oh, mate, I think it's look. You look. How can I say this? You look a bit pervy. You're making me a bit uncomfortable with your Bill and
It's-
Ben type fedora on.
It's got some, maybe he's not now allowed near a school
Yeah, he's
vibes
on
about it.
some sort of registry.
Some
We're not
sort.
sure what.
We don't know, but I love it. I feel comfortable, not with that, but with this kit on. Like, feel very comfortable. It feels very natural.
Good.
So you organised this.
I did.
Says, hi, Ollie. Please find enclosed Blues Brothers and Sisters shirt for Dan. I have also ordered a little Dan, 37 version, but it could take months to land as manufactured overseas, hence why I sent you a Crips version in the interim. I'll send that through to you once I have it in my hands. Well done. Thanks, Holshi.
You know what I would have liked from Holshi is just also, if it's coming to me, give me a little bit of sugar.
Oh,
can't
you want one as well?
Well, hi, Ollie. Every month on this date, I'll be sending Dan some pretty cool stuff.
So you want more stuff? Was the Messi not enough?
No, but it's weird to be sent mail. Well, I suppose you're getting my mail.
I'm getting a mail in the PO Box 21 in South Melbourne, I think it is. We'll
Yeah.
put it back online. But how'd you got any feedback on Messi? It went well on socials.
Lots of people going, oh, yeah, giveaway. Fuck off.
No, not going to be a giveaway. I wouldn't have thought.
No, I wouldn't have thought so, no.
You should give it away on grand final party day.
Nah,
Come
hey,
on.
how about no? That's
Silent auction.
oh, maybe not. That
Silent auction.
Nah.
Do you want? Is there anything you want for grand final day? That people bring you something. Like
What
one of the
is this?
activations on the deck can be like an Ollie's gift table. You have to bring a gift for Ollie.
Like a birthday party. I get a gift table. Yeah, well, all right. We're definitely just getting a gift table now.
You know what? We'll set up a table from Bunnings.
Yeah.
And we'll call it the Ollie gift table. And if anyone brings a gift for Ollie, they can put it on that table. I hope no one brings a gift. It'd be very funny if they do. And you have to unwrap it in front of people.
There's a 30-minute window where we all have to turn the music off and watch me unwrap all my presents.
Exactly. Hey, big weekend of football, but big weekend in your life. You've got an addiction to ink, my man. You are inked up to the eyeballs. Have a look at that sleeve you're building.
I mean-
why is Ollie building a sleeve on his right arm? Oh,
The Minnesota Vikings tat there. I've got the gunner. I've got the same. Yeah.
you got a sports sleeve.
I've got a sports sleeve. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Whoa,
So
okay.
I've got maybe it drops off real quick after the Vikings. Then it's just teams that I would prefer to watch.
how
You know
about,
what I mean?
How about people or figures?
Sporting figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could probably do that. That'd be pretty cool.
It'd be cool.
I think a jack jumper, I'd do.
Oh, I mean, you got to do that. A Tassie Devil.
I've just got the stick man though. That's the thing.
True.
It feels inappropriate.
You should get a one body, one set of arms and legs, and then for the neck, it's 40 heads. It's like a tribute to.
To what, Dan?
I don't have to say it. I think people can fill in the blanks there because we love Tassie.
Do we? I do.
I love Tassie. Love everything about him. Love everything. Okay, so you're building a nice
Mate,
sleeve there.
It was good to see Jace. So I went back.
Fat Doodles.
We went back to Fat Doodles.
Yeah.
I'm always going back to him now. I think
He's the man.
I love the cannon. I think it was a bit shaky when he was doing it. It wasn't. I don't think his finest work. So it was good to get back to Jace.
Yeah.
And I can see quite a difference in the two tattoos.
Okay, fair enough then.
Yeah.
Hey, we've all got bad tattoos. I've got plenty
Yeah.
of them. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's true.
How was Fat? Did you hit him up or did you walk in?
No, hit him up and said, "Hey, mate, any chance you can fit me in?" Kind of vibe. Mate, not a problem. Come in at 3:30.
Yeah. It was a little, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
No, I paid for this
Okay.
one. I paid for this, but it was quite fun because the Richmond game was on, and he's just got this one TV in this tattoo parlor, but it's in Jace's section.
Yeah, great.
And so he's just going, looking up at the game.
Yeah, because he gets bored of putting some ink on, yeah?
Totally.
Or some footy. Great, man. We might get him. I kind of want to get a tattoo artist for the grand final party. Just like
I only trust him.
Yeah, I know, but we've got to trust someone else. I think we'll try and get something there, get 5 staple tattoos that people can get on the day. I think so.
That'd be great.
We'll do that.
I'm so excited for this party, Dan.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, let's get into some housekeeping right now. So do you want to start with that? Is that a nice segue?
That feels nice, yeah.
Okay, so the grand final tickets are going to be, I presume this episode's going to be at around 4:30ish.
Yeah, yep.
Going to say they're live now. Haven't touched the website, but I'm going to say they're live now. Limited spots, limited tickets, okay? So get on there right now. Well priced, I think, for mine.
Yeah,
I've seen some out there that are stinging 200s for a party.
Imagine that.
Now, you never sting a 200 for a party.
No.
We're way cheaper than that. And it's going to be the best one out there.
I was surprised you made me pay to come, but that's okay.
Well, we've got to make ends meet somehow still,
But no, very happy with the prices.
And this is going to be like when I say, the grand final parties and breakfast you go to, you roll in, it's in a conference room. If there's semen and blood on the ground, it's a bit musty in there. There's no ventilation. And you've got, Jared Healy talking about God knows what up there. You've got, who's the other one that does the rounds? We saw him before.
Who does the rounds?
Danaher.
Oh,
Terry.
sure, Tez.
You got Tez up there.
Yeah.
You don't really care what they say. You just want to get out and rip the lid off it.
Yeah.
Guess what? You come to ours and you don't even bring a lid because it'll already be off by the time you walk in at 10:30 at the Prince at the deck. Now, same venue. A lot of confusion about it. Where's the Prince? It's the same one. You walk in the Prince, up the deck. We're talking beers.
Yep.
Seltzers.
Oh.
If you don't want a beer, we're talking some house spirits.
Your voice.
It's gone.
Do you need a water?
No, I'm good. I need to write this out. We're talking activations to win prizes with our amazing sponsors. And we're talking a general all-round good vibe coming out of this place.
And a gift table.
And a gift table for you. You walk out of this place at 1 p.m. when you're done, you got a gut full of piss in you, and you roll into your next venue with a bit of heat and a bit of venom, saying, you know what? Give me some football. Yeah. Give me some football because I've had the beers barking at me, and now I'm ready to watch some 2 teams on the big stage of the Loud House just beat the shit out of each other. Yeah. We will not be serving Jack Daniels because that will cause fights. It's a nice, inclusive event. We want everyone. We're so excited. We are pumped, though, aren't we?
Oh, it's going to be great.
We are pumped.
Yeah.
We can't wait. It'll be really, really good. So praying for weather because half the venue's outside. So footy gods be kind.
Good to know we've got a VIP section inside. So
we do. And, if there's probably going to be some footy players there, we assume. Let's just maybe give them a bit of space, ladies and gentlemen. They want to come and have a drink. We know you're excited, but take your creepy photos from 10 metres away.
Take them?
Take them. Oh, yeah, we're not saying don't take them. We're saying just take them sneakily.
Yeah.
Maybe after they've had a few and it feels like a right time for you maybe to inject yourself in for a photo, that's fine.
Lots of, I just need to make a phone call.
yeah, like that.
Hello?
But if we got some players there, let's not make it weird for them.
Yeah.
Okay? You can make it weird for me. I'll be your weirdo bag.
Yeah.
Just go for it and just be like, hey, I want to punch you, weirdo bag. Here's a photo. Done.
There's a big one coming.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you know.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
He needs VIP treatment. He definitely needs VIP treatment. It's the guy I think of.
Yeah, it's the guy.
Can you tell him he needs VIP?
Yeah. He's not going to ask for it, but I'm going to
No.
insist.
I think with this big guest, guys, we just lodge him in there.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things like, who's in the VIP area? And you won't know until he comes out at 1 p.m.
It'll be like a zoo. Get him in there.
It will be. We'll get him in early.
Yeah.
So big guest, ladies and gentlemen. We're excited for that. Tickets on sale right now. Limited spots. Please, I'm telling you, I know you probably think I'm saying this because I want you to come to our event. I do, but this will honestly be, I generally think, the best party that the town's seen.
Yeah.
In terms of how to start your day.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. Other housekeeping, 93 kilometres coming up.
Forgot about that.
So here's the dilemma and the pickle I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
93 in one day is a big hit. It's running from Melbourne down to Sorrento, for those who know the area.
Yep.
It's 93 k's away. It's a long run. So I'm thinking and hoping everyone says, Dan, it's okay if you do it over a Thursday, Friday job. 2 marathons, 2 days to tick off the 93Ks or thereabouts. What are our thoughts and feelings on that?
I think, honestly, there's no way you could just do it. You just can't do it in one day. Like, it is so fine to do that. I don't think anyone said, really. I know you set that up for yourself that you wanted to do it all in the one run, but, mate, you got to listen to the body.
And, you know, you do. My body's saying no. My left hip's saying don't do it at all. And I say, no, we're going for this run. You will drag yourself with me on this run. So that's what. So we're going to do it Thursday. I think what happens, let's see how I'm feeling at the marathon point. And if the hip says, look, keep going, we'll keep punching him out.
Yep.
I don't know. I've got a bit of crazy in me sometimes. Sometimes when I'm running, I start going a bit crazy out there.
You know what I love? For those watching on YouTube, and I will say if you're not on YouTube, go over.
Yeah, missing out. There's a lot happening here.
We have, over the course of the time together, right, as I have I've risen in the ranks on the show. It started with a camera really high, then it was eye level, then I got a set. Then the next thing is we've moved my producing screens just off to the side. But I've noticed now you can see them. Well, so you're just watching yourself the whole time, Dan.
It's very...
I keep going like, shit, is something wrong?
Those screens, I think, need to be moved a different way because I keep looking at myself.
You do, don't you?
Yeah, we'll need to fix that for next year. And they need to be up high, I reckon, so I can't see myself.
I think you like seeing yourself.
Well, on Mondays when we play dress-ups, I kind of do like it. I do like it.
We play dress-ups.
We do, but we know the grand final tickets as well. Let's draw that right now.
What's that, sorry?
We did the competition.
Yes, of course.
For our socials. So let's see who has won the grand final tickets to our grand final party, which, again, I've included a ticket for you and 3 of your mates. So that's 4 tickets in total. $500 to spend. We're going to give you just $500 cash to go and spend however you want. Okay?
Imagine that. That doesn't. Most places are like, well, here's $500, but spend it here.
Most places are charging you $500 for some cold eggs and bacon on the day. Yeah. We're giving you $500, and one of these bad boys.
Oh, I love it.
Now I want to hit Kookaburra up and get some more of these. I think so. Let's draw this right now for those 15,500 entries that we had. Let's see who's won this.
That's incredible. Now, how are you deciding what's the go here?
I'm going to put it through a generator.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, hold on. We might have to come back here. Maybe I'd pause or cut something. I don't know. 15,621 comments. Let's get a winner right now. Congratulations. Here are the winners. Zach Paul won. Well done, Zach Paul won.
Zach Paul won.
Well done, at Zach Paul won. If you're listening right now, we're going to hit you up in your inbox, in your DMs. We're going to give you the tickets. We're going to give you all the information you need to get down there on Grand Final Day. So thank you. And guys, if you missed out, tickets available still right now, which is good.
Or are they?
Yeah, well, it could be sold. By the time that you've listened to this and gone online, they're probably sold out. So we've done the 93K one, Grand Final's done. For those asking how my draft went, my team, good culture we've got.
Really?
Yeah, good culture in the NFL fantasy.
Pick
as one. Pick one's probably the worst pick to have in a snake draft.
You a snake? Yeah.
Yeah, it's everyone goes, that's great, but also it's not great at all.
Well, how many people in the
10.
Okay, so you had pick 1 and 11?
And 11.
Yeah.
And then 12. Not what you want, really. Good for an AFL draft, you take it. But in a
Pick 1,
snake
11,
draft,
12, yes.
when the premium good stuff's within the top 10 picks, and then it's a bit of a blanket after that. Receivers, who knows, like very out of control. Don't know.
Did you go CMC Invest?
Went CMC, got Lamar Jackson, got Debo, got George Kittle, got T. Higgins.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're okay.
So you went CMC 1, Lamar 11.
So I went, this is what I did in the draft, guys, for those who actually care about NFL fantasy. So I went, this is my team. Lamar Jackson, McCaffrey, Mixon.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah.
Debo, Samuel, T. Higgins, George Kittle, Aaron Jones, Dolphins defense. Predicted to win my first matchup.
That maybe there was something in that Higgins pick, eh? It was just sort of...
Oh, true little...
Yeah,
to him.
Yeah, wow.
Future. Hey,
that's a good team.
Let's get into football before we break down the round that was. Well done, guys. We broke the all-time AFL attendance record this year. More than 7.5 million fans went to the footy. That's a lot of turnstiles shaken. A lot of turnstiles shaken in their structure with bodies hitting them, just rolling through footy grounds. Unbelievable. That's a lot of people. It's the best sport in the world.
It really is, isn't it?
I know we've got our flaws. I know it's not always perfect. I know that the umpires sometimes cop it unnecessarily. I know that we're so emotional up and down with our teams, but it is really, honestly, the best sport in the entire world. It is.
Yeah, it is.
And I love it so much. We are so lucky to be able to watch it every week. You and I are so lucky to come on here every week and to have you guys do footy with us. So thank you so much, guys. It's unbelievable. Well done. Still got some more bodies to hit turnstiles. We've got finals coming up. Might hit 8 million. Going to be big. Now that the season is... my balls just broke then.
Welcome to the club.
Sorry, in case you haven't noticed, there was a lot of yelling going on last night in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a neighbour outside doing some work in his yard, and I generally think he would have called the cops at one point.
What time was he doing work in the yard?
In the rain too, weirdly,
That's
at
really
like
weird.
5:30 when the rain hit.
That's the Blues fan. He's
Yeah, he hit the rain. A lot of
He's
Blues fans
stressed.
did go and sit outside of the rain and thunder.
There would have been a
last
lot of
night.
ironing being done
Oh,
during
yeah.
that, lots of just a lot of housework being done.
A lot of housework. So he would have thought something was going on. When who kicked the goal for Blues put him up? When that goal went through, I lost it. I lost it. So he would have been scared. But now that the season's done, the top 10 of the draft is now locked in. So we've got Richmond, number 1 pick. Well done, Richmond. Locked it away. North Melbourne have picked 2. West Coast picked 3. Adelaide picked 4. Melbourne have picked 5. Okay. Gold Coast have picked 6. They've had every pick in the top 10 for the last 20 years. 7. Hey, Saints got pick 7.
A lot of talent around that pick 7 mark, I've heard.
Yeah, true. I've always said, you know what they say? 7's the pick you want in this one. Essendon pick 8 and Fremantle pick 9 and pick 10.
Nice, because of the Schultz.
The trade from Collingwood in 2023, Lockie Schultz trade. So that's going to be a good draft. Now, we said it was a lucky dip draft. I'm hearing right now there's a bit in this draft, a bit of talent.
Well, now it feels like the narrative, it's less of a lucky dip and more if you've just got a pick in that top 5.
Yeah, you got someone.
You've probably got someone.
You got a serious player in that top 5. You do. So, it's going to be great. Fremantle have done well here, given that they should have played finals. They got 2 picks in the top 10.
Yeah. There's a future.
They might even say, well, because they're good, they might say, we'll take one and piss the other one off. Let's trade it.
See what we can get.
Bolton, Baker. They're going to use that
Freo.
as absolute leverage. Freo way ahead of it. Freo way ahead. So that's how Bolton probably gets there now.
Yeah, of course.
Could Bolton be a pick 10 and 9?
That feels
No,
like a
that's
lot.
overs, isn't it?
Yeah, that's overs.
A pick 9. Say you're a Freo list manager. You're taking a pick 9 and 10 for him? Are you going to give up, for him?
No, not 9 and 10.
No, but one or the other? If you're Freo's list
Hang on,
boss.
they've
got pick 9 and 10.
Yeah.
Would you say, okay, Bolton wants to go, he clearly wants to go, he's got a deal for another 4 years, whatever it is.
I think I would look Richmond in the eye and say, you've got to pick 10. Here you go. I'm not giving pick 9,
No.
but I'll give you pick 10.
Well, I think if Richmond can, rebuild with everything that's happened with a pick 1 and 9 or 10, that's what you want.
Yeah, you take that.
I think if you're also a Jacob Hopper and a Tim Taranto, you're saying, hey, guys, we left Giants to come here. We didn't realise we'd jump on the Titanic.
Yeah.
We thought this was a brand new cruise ship.
Yeah.
You need to take that pick. We need to get something for Bolton if he doesn't want to be here.
Yeah, so true.
Wow, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. I think there's going to be a lot of trade movement and swapping of picks this off-season.
It's
It seems like we're
juicy.
busy this off-season.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not happy. See with Josh Battle during the week. He wanted to run through with his daughter through the banner for one last time. Now, does that strike me as a person that wants to stay at the footy club? No, it doesn't, Ollie.
I disagree. I heard
Ollie.
that he had requested this a couple of weeks ago.
When he made his decision to go to Hawthorn?
No, when I reckon, yeah.
Ollie, does a player saying, hey, I just want to take my daughter through the banner on no milestone games, does that strike you as a person who wants to stay at the footy club? You're an honest man. I know you're optimistic. I know you're employed by the footy club. But I think on the outside looking in, that strikes me as a guy who's got his bags packed, got his boots ready, got his mouth guard ready, got his towel ready from the showers to go to Hawthorn.
No, I like to believe that it's a man going, this has been a real roller coaster of a year in which I almost left for Hawthorn. And I want to remember the moment where I decided that I want to stay at the Saints. Does that not check out to you?
Yeah, okay. Now that you put it like that, it does strike me that he would want to take his daughter through the banner just to be like, actually, I love this place. This is the moment I decided to stay. Yeah.
Watch this space, Dan.
That checks out for sure. Thank you. Hey, a lot of people are asking where the hotline is. The hotline was getting a bit aggressive this week. A lot of stuff with umpires. So we've just decided we're going to just take a break from the hotline this week.
I reckon there
it's
would have
smart
been a bit
play.
on you too.
A bit on, which is okay. I don't mind that. But I think we're going to do this again for week 1 of finals. We go again.
Yeah, it was getting aggressive. It was were you feeling the pressure in the DMs as well?
Mate, I'm a sponge to it.
I called someone a fuckwit.
What'd you say?
He's just like, getting tattoos doesn't make you any less of a dork. And then he went up blues and I went, righto, fuckwit, go and have a swing at your golf club, something like that. Jog on.
How funny, you know what? I know the posts are very funny and like people are aggressive and whatever it is what it is, but picking a fight in the comments is unreal.
Yeah, going, you. I'm going to zero in on you.
I love what we've created. People just pick a fight in the comments. It's unreal. It's unreal. I told someone that they, I said, I just know your breath smells like you eat shit burgers for breakfast. Just so childish.
And then you doubled it up with, no, seriously. Don't you reckon he looks like his
Yeah,
breath
I
smells
went back.
like shit?
He was like, why'd you delete your comment? I was like, oh, whatever, tissues. Oh, no. Oh, sorry, that was the last one where I said, what did I say about tissues? Oh, so the second post, this is the tissues connection. The second one goes, enjoy, this is so just bad. He said, enjoy your first round exit for finals.
Yeah.
And I said, enjoy watching from your wank bed, broke boy.
Broke boy.
I'm just not well when it comes. I was emotional last night. A lot happened. Back on the football, Jesse Hogan, our Coleman medalist. Well done, Jesse.
Hey, yeah, well done.
69 goals on the year. Hey, the 6th most accurate Coleman medalist in history to do so. 65.7%. That's dead eye in front of goals. Kicked goals in every game this year. Kicked goals whenever he damn felt like it. And thrown to the Giants by Freo, now a Coleman medalist. Unbelievable turnaround. What a man. What a great human being. I think he is I've met him once. Just a kind soul.
Yeah, was he?
Now
Strikes me as
medalist.
like, not shy, but very,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit reserved.
Yeah, out there. Greatest hands in the game, we think. Just absolute vice-like hands.
Yeah.
So he's a Coleman medalist, which is unbelievable. Number 1 pick all those years ago at Melbourne.
Yeah.
Turned out okay.
In the end.
The kid turned out all right, didn't he? He's all right. He'll take that. Now, let's get into football, ladies and gentlemen. I think the best thing to do is just to unpack this season for those that are going to Bali and then focus our attention on the real business stuff.
Okay, sure.
Friday night, Magpies roll into Mad Monday, which they be on right now with a 46-point win over the D's. Weird vibe coming out of this game. Really weird. I mean, I feel like Friday, Saturday, we had a lot of dead rubbers. Just like a lot of games that didn't really mean a lot. And this one probably set the tone for Friday and Saturday. Just the Pies, they came out dominated from start to finish. The D's just couldn't get anything going. Peter Dacos. Now, we've spoken about him at length on this program. Everyone's saying, hey, Nick Dacos might win his first Brownlow medal. He had 2 goals, 40 touches. Josh Dacos, his brother had 40 touches. The Dacos family combined for 2 goals, 80 touches. Give Peter Dacos 3 votes out of this game, I reckon. Give him 3 votes for his performance 25 years ago and 21 years ago. He's got those swimmers. He has got those swimmers. Give him 3 votes and a Brownlow medal for producing 2 freaks of nature of football. He's done well.
I feel bad for Josh. Like, he goes under the radar because of Nick.
Yeah.
But he's a very handy player.
All-Australian wingman.
Yeah.
Last year. He can play football because of Nick, the younger brother. The big brother doesn't get thought of as much. I reckon, like, I felt like this game, especially, it was like, remember when Fev was trying to get his 1,000th goal and the Blues were just feeding him?
Yes.
This felt a lot like the Pies were just trying to give Dacos a Brownlow medal. It was like any handball that he was on for running behind, he was on. He was getting it. Any small kick that you could get him, any way you could give Dacos the ball, I felt the Pies were like, okay, let's give it to him here.
It was like that game that you wanted to play at local level, like with the most
100%.
touches. It was like that.
But I also think that when the Lightning hit at halftime, I think Dacos would have brought in the boys and said, hey, guys, so it's all good what you're doing, but I'm Nick. You keep giving the ball to Josh as well.
Yeah.
So let's just, when we go back out there, I'm Nick, hello.
Yeah,
I'm
hello.
Nick. Yeah, stop giving it to him. And then he would have pulled Josh aside and said, what do you think you're doing, motherfucker?
Oh, there'd be some
Why are you getting so much of the football? Leave it alone. You've got 40 as well. I've got 40. You're going to confuse the umpires now? If our teammates are confused, the umpire's going to be confused when they go 3-2-1. You know, just back off.
Do you reckon in Brownlow, when it's Brownlow night, in that last round, I reckon that instead of doing the N Dacos, I reckon they go Dacos
Yeah.
and then drop a J or
Josh.
an N.
Yeah. Who does it? So it's going to be Andrew Dillon's first.
Of course.
Yeah, it will be.
Yep.
I wonder how Andrew's going to go with the because Gil was pretty good.
He was pretty he was far better than Andy D.
Andy D's nervous behind a mic too.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope the stage not too big for Andy.
Man,
What's his tone going to be? Because you have to be quick.
it's true. I hope he's. I don't think he needs to change much. I don't know. He could be. Yeah, no. Gil was pretty good.
Gil was good.
He understood the drama.
Yeah,
didn't he? Like
we just don't know Andy's vibe yet.
Yeah,
we'll know it though. We'll know it soon enough. When is Brown? Like 3 weeks time.
Yeah.
Wow. Cannot wait for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be.
Yeah.
Yeah. A big thing coming out of this game now. Both teams are on Mad Monday, and they're probably having the greatest time of their life. But Pickett, looking at another suspension. This is a guy who's been suspended 3 times in the last 27 games. This guy loves getting rubbed out. Doesn't he? Like the argument of his lawyer saying this isn't like us. You know, it's very off-brand. Actually, no, it's very like us. We love getting suspended. 4 suspensions in 27, 28 games.
And all very different incidents, I feel like.
Just, if there's a way to get suspended, he'll find it.
Exactly.
He'll find it. And now he came out, I think, after his last suspension and said he needs to change the way that he's playing football because obviously he's getting himself in trouble. But all those hits, I feel like, I mean, I will defend him in the Darcy Moore one. I think he wasn't expecting Darcy to go to his knees to get the footy. And he thought he'd stay upright, bump him, get the footy, go back to it and do whatever. But all have been sort of late-ish hits. Maybe he just needs to avoid bumping altogether now at this point. So
figure it out.
Are we thinking that's a 3-weeker, a 2-weeker?
Yep.
Because he went off with a concussion as well more, which never helps the argument.
That's a week.
That's a week there. Yeah, immediately it's a week.
Yeah.
So we're thinking this thing's a 2 or 3.
Yeah, easily.
Not the call you want on Mad Monday from the lawyers. How you going? Oh, fuck, I'm absolutely pissed. Okay, well, get more pissed because you got 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it an early call.
It's not what you want. Normally the phone call's coming from your partner. Come home. This one's going to be from the lawyer. Come home. Please. Yeah. You have to leave now, right now. We got the MRO tomorrow. They won't fight it, surely.
No, you could, as if you could be bothered at this point.
I know. So this has all happened already. We've got Nick and Josh arguing. We've got Pickett just lining blokes up. And then when there was 9 minutes to go, the game's done. We've got lightning. We've got a lightning break. Just the last quarter went for 65 minutes. As a spectator with no interest in either team, that was a long 65 minutes on the couch.
Yeah, well done if you stayed to the end.
Full credit. If you stayed at the game.
But that especially.
It was just the beers were on ice, ready to be cracked, and they said, no, let's go under now. The game was still over when they went back out there. They should have actually just agreed, hey, we're done here. There's no need for us to be here. Melbourne didn't have 9 goals in 9 minutes in them. It wasn't going to happen. So, and just a risk for injury. There's going to be something about that. I did see that they do that because of this game that was played in soccer. I think it was South America or something, and lightning hit the ground. All the players dropped, and it broke their eardrums.
Oh wow!
It was cooked. So I get why they do it, but they wrapped it up. They went back out there, and it was just an absolute bruise-free footy fest.
Yeah.
No corkies, boys. No injuries. Let's just go to the pub together.
Yeah.
And enjoy this thing. The big thing now for Melbourne, their season's done. It is what it is. The Pies, they've got questions as well. How old is their list? Can they go out there and get some new talent in? Draft well? That's another thing for them. But I think they're going to be okay. Mm-hmm. I think they'll go away, come back for preseason train. They'll be fine. Big questions for Melbourne now. Track. A lot of questions being asked before and now after this game. Before the game, Goody said they fully expect Track to be at the club for the next 5 years. Track has been loud, real loud for the last 2 weeks and hasn't said a word about it to the media, which I think still we could agree that maybe if he came out to some of the media, this thing would die down a little bit. But the fact that he hasn't has actually grown it into a bigger and bigger thing. Mm-hmm. He hasn't spoken to the media. We thought he was going to speak to the media on Friday night, 7 p.m. Didn't do that, but Goody went out there and shouted to Goody. And we say that Max gets dragged out to the media. Goody fronts it as well a lot.
Which I don't know if is the best call a lot of the time.
Well, the SEN thing was pretty rogue.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be doing that again. But Track's saying he wants things to change. Now, I get that he wants things to change, he's upset, but if he's trying to bring in players from other clubs, doing what he's doing, as we've seen with Dan Houston, who's now put out of Melbourne, is he actually doing them a massive disservice by saying all this stuff and being loud?
Yeah.
If I'm a free agent or a player who's thinking about going to Melbourne, I'm thinking, maybe if Track's not happy, I don't know if I'll be happy there. Uh-huh. They got to work this thing out. They said they're confident when asked for a trade, but I think we got to watch this space on him. I don't know how they were confident at all.
In what universe could you be confident?
I don't know. He's He could leave. That's the reality of it. He also can't get his heart above 100 beats per minute.
Really?
Yeah, he's still in his rehab phase. Going to work on the experts with the mental side of the game as well. So I think he's got some demons out there, which you would after you've been left out there to die almost. You need some experts to sort yourself out. So you know who had, we'll wrap this up, but Tom McDonald, great contract game. Mm-hmm. That's another year for him.
You were calling?
He was that. It was a very good contract game from Tom. So one of those two teams, go enjoy Bali, go enjoy your off-season. Next game was, this is the start of the Saturday games where we just saw some blood early on Saturday. We saw a lot of blood in Tassie coming from the North Melbourne players. Hawks beat the shit out of North by 124 points. Hawthorn are starting to scare me. They are starting to scare me because they're dangerous. They don't care about defense and they will just beat you up. 0-5 to start the year. Now playing finals is actually wild. We spoke about this team as if they were going to win potentially a wooden spoon. Mm-hmm. They might win the flag the way they're going. They're the hottest team going in the finals. They're the hottest ticket in town. And if you want to go to a finals game and your team's not in it and you got to jump on a bandwagon, you go on the Dogs-Hawks game week 1. Unbelievable. I want to talk about the Wiz and Guinea. This high elbow stuff to draw a tackle thing is pretty smart. Mm-hmm. It's going to fuck up some defenders with the technique they're doing. So I've worked out how much room you kind of have to tackle Nick Watson. I think we spoke about it briefly.
Sure.
So he's 170 centimeters, Nick Watson. 50% of people's body is their legs. So now we're working with 85 centimeters to tackle someone. Oh, that's right. You can't tackle him in the head or above the shoulders. The next 10 centimeters, the head's 20 centimeters. Now you've got 50 centimeters to work with. You may as well not even tackle him, is what I'm saying. I'm thinking when they have the ball, especially Watson, you just corral him like a border collie trying to corral a sheep into its station. I think that's the technique for him.
I've never seen you put more work into anything than figuring that out.
That hurt my head.
Yeah.
50 centimeters is all you've got to tackle Nick Watson.
Brilliant.
Good luck. But he was busy as well after the game. See him get on Instagram?
No. I mean, I think I saw a story, but what have I missed?
The Wiz was busy. And now, I don't know if the Hawks social media team have told him to maybe just lay off social media ever since he had the stuff earlier in the year, or if they've told him, hey, keep going, Wiz.
Yeah.
He commented, I think it was on like a post, one of their posts about finals or winning. He goes, 10-year rebuild. Goodbye him.
I did see that.
Ruffles and feathers. So one of the Hawks, they're the hottest ticket in town. They're cool. They're swag. They've got a Friday night footy game, we think, with a schedule that hasn't been released yet. That's their first Friday night game they'll have against the Dogs in a final since 2022, which would be massive. So I can't wait for that one. And North literally did absolute nothing in this game except turn into blue and white training cones.
Yeah.
That was beers on the mind. Get us out of here.
And I get it. You can see James Bogues in the distance. I understand.
100%. And you can't be angry at North for thinking, you know what, we want to be out of this situation as quickly as possible. Let's not even risk a corky. Let's not risk any injuries. Let's play some bruise-free footy, given that we don't care at all about this game. Hawks they're going to be great to watch in finals. Geelong, West Coast. Geelong just absolutely gave West Coast the business. It was 100 points at halftime. 100 points at halftime. That is just... I thought this thing would be 200 points in the end. But then West Coast won the second half and you go, okay, well, maybe that was Geelong just saying, we don't need to go hard here.
No.
We don't need to waste our energy here. Eagles can celebrate, though. Didn't lose by 100 points at all this year.
Well done.
And they've got Harley Reid for at least another year.
I think you take that.
You would take Harley Reid for another year.
Yeah.
At least for that. So, what done, Eagles? They can celebrate. Enjoy your Mad Monday. Actually, they'd be going hard, the Eagles boys.
Oof.
They would be going very hard, given we know, their culture around that.
That is the most out of pocket.
That is like a Sydney Swans kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sydney Swans good on the field. We know about their culture.
Yeah.
Eagles.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. Hey, Cats boys also now, I think they were taking the piss out there because when I saw them huddle up after a goal, pointing at each other and laughing like, hey, who wants to kick the next one? That's when I knew that, okay, these boys don't give a shit about this game.
Yeah.
That's what Jez kicked 9. Should have kicked 10. Would have been nice for him to kick 10.
Yeah.
Kick 9. And the Cats, we need to give some credit this year. We thought that this maybe would be a rebuilding Cats team. Yeah. Finished 12th last year to finish 3rd on ladder in a team that we still look at and go, okay, how's this thing working?
Yeah.
How are you doing this? But it's their 15th top 4 finish in the last 21 seasons. That is wild. They do not rebuild. They don't like rebuilding. They want nothing to do with that. They say, fuck the draft picks. Let's bring in talent. Let's go and recruit really well. Let's be like a rehabilitation center for broken players. You know, if you have your off-field issues, if you've had injuries, if you've had a bad experience with other clubs, come to the Geelong Rehabilitation Centre and we'll turn you into a superstar. That's what they are.
Yeah.
Boring as shit town. I did have one guy tell me that was something that he liked. He told me all the good things to do in Geelong,
Ooh.
actually.
A bit of a what-to-do list.
Yeah, what-to-do list. What's his name? Oh, here we go. This is from Charlie Woodford. He said, Bloom nightclub. You can go surfing with danger down at Moggs Creek.
That'd be fun.
Go down Great Ocean Road and pick mushies. Oh, okay. Put medals on cows at Jez's farm.
Yeah, you could do that.
He goes, there's some big fucking Ferris wheel thing. What a fuck. Okay.
Vague, but good.
And he goes, how long you got, little Dan? I can go all day, you tall streak of pelican shit. So, okay, then maybe there's a bit to do in Geelong
Yeah.
that we didn't know about.
Again, it feels vague, saying there's some sort of big Ferris wheel thing.
Yeah, it's neither here or there.
Like at least have the name
It
of
is, it is. But hey, if they fire a shot here in finals, Bloom nightclub, we'll know we hit it.
Oh my God.
It's going to be a big party time in Geelong. We'll get down there for a party, I think, if they do something, just to experience it.
Yeah, well.
Probably not. I don't know. Hey, and Saturday as well, in the farewell game, Richmond go down to the Suns by 28 points. Tigers season ends with absolute tears. Grimes, Pickett, and Dusty all say goodbye. Let's be honest, this was all about Dusty.
Yeah.
Being completely honest. He spoke to the fans, which he doesn't do. He doesn't like doing media, but he spoke to the fans on the ground after the game, and he said this.
Yes, thank you very much, guys. Great to be down here. Well, I spoke to you after your 300th game, and people sensed that the end was near. The end is here now. How are you feeling?
Yeah, pretty emotional and just it's pretty surreal. It feels a little bit weird. I think after today it'll probably really sink in. As everyone knows, I love the club so much. I love you all so much. I'm going to miss the place so much. Just so grateful to be a Tiger.
You've had a massive impact on people's lives. There's 34,000 in our house, 93,000 turned up to your 300th game. Have you got a favourite moment, one that you'll look back on fondly?
There's been too many awesome moments over the journey, but you can't go past the OG flag to 2017. That was pretty bloody special.
And finally, mate, is there anything you'd like to say to the Tiger faithful that have followed you over your career?
As I've said, I love you all so much. I've been so loved and supported. I love you all so much. Thank you. Thank you for everything.
What a man. What a man. Did a lap of honour. Just started getting emotional. Now, when he went under the race and I think it really hit him once he left the ground and went under. And then when I saw Dusty crying, when I tell you I was in hysterics on the couch, just crying with him and for him, what a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
From a guy who doesn't speak to the media, just wants nothing to do with them. Rarely we don't get to see his emotion. We know he's a great player, but to be like his heart on the line just had me howling on the couch.
It's like seeing Superman being around kryptonite. You're like, whoa, I didn't know that you could get hurt. Like,
just amazing. Just, I don't know. It's just like, it was just not a beautiful is not the right word, but just like a wow, this might be the end moment.
Yeah.
Oh, the end moment.
So glad he went. I was hoping that was the case, and I think he did the right thing talking. Like, just give the fans one last. I get it.
Yeah.
But one last. I will say, I don't know about Jack Revolt going, how good's this? Your 300, 90 odd thousand, and then 34 here today. So I would have left that out.
Even after the game, I think it was Kelly. She was so Kelly. Okay. Kelly was talking about, it's so great to see these two legends, Grimes and Dusty, the brilliance of Dusty being able to win games of the boot, and the egoless Grimes with his defence. I was like, Kelly.
Very much like you being welcome to any Carlton event with another Carlton legend.
Yeah, just
300 games, 2 premierships, 3 Norm Smiths, and then Daniel.
And then Big Brother contestant. That's the worst one. Hey, those Big Brother gifts have to fucking
they're
stop.
Pretty funny.
Whoever's doing that, Cut it out. I'm telling you right now, guys, Big Brother, I don't know how you're finding him. I don't know where they've been for this long. I don't even know who started it.
Yeah.
But the Big Brother gifts, we got to cut them out. There's one of me getting wedgied. Now, I don't know if people are going back and watching the series and like making the gifts.
Maybe.
Stop doing it. Stop with the little Dan and stop with the gifts. That's enough. Back to Dusty, end of an era.
Yep.
Is it the end of a career though?
I love how consistent you are on this. You refuse to believe he's not going to the Gold Coast.
You know, and this isn't a Richmond thing where I think I don't want Richmond to have him. I refuse to believe it because I love him so much and because he's my GOAT, I refuse to believe at 33 he doesn't have a bit more in him.
Yeah.
That's a healthy GOAT still. So for me, that felt more, and I'm going to get crucified for this potentially, that felt more like an end of a career at Richmond. Because there was a lot of hugging of Suns officials going on.
That's so true.
There was a lot of hugging of Dimmer on the field.
Yeah.
And then who was it after? Wayne Campbell, I think, when he started crying. And he said, "Are you okay?" Now, that moment was beautiful in itself. But also, if I dig into it, I go, okay, maybe that was like a, "Are you okay? We'll see you in a couple of weeks."
Yeah, it's okay. Like,
It's okay. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
yeah, it's fine.
So I don't know. I regardless of what, it was a beautiful moment, and it was just, it sent me into absolute meltdown. Beautiful moment. Well done to Dusty on a great career. You know, Kittens would have been absolute pumping that night. Would have been some dollar bills flying around. Would have been some tassels getting lit up.
Jesus.
Just 360
It's dangerous.
straight out. Yeah, I don't know if you like them. But the Suns, well done. Just for Richmond, we put a nice little bow on this and send them off onto Mad Monday. Big off season coming up. Get number one pick. Bolton wants to go home for family reasons. Mm-hmm. Family reasons. Now, we know that family reasons are like, oh, my family wants me to move home and be paid more money on a longer contract.
At a better club.
At a better club. That's their reasons. So, and you can't argue that really. That is family reasons.
Because they're correct.
He's not lying. Baker probably wants to go. Graham probably goes. And Rioli to the Gold Coast as well is what we're thinking. So that dinner on Saturday night between Dimmer, Dusty and Rioli would have been pretty good.
It would have been nice.
Would have been nice.
Yeah.
Nice way to cap it. I'm betting Dimmer might have gone to Kittens.
Who knows?
With them. We don't know.
Bowl and nachos.
No, need a report on that. And the Suns, they're going to be a problem soon. They started the year not being able to win, not being able to lose at home and win away. End of the year not being able to win at home and could win it away.
Yeah.
So who knows? Once they figure that out, get another preseason under Dimmer, bring in some pieces of Rioli, maybe another draft pick, they're going to be a problem.
Yeah,
they got some serious potential.
Hey, Dan, I'm just going to do a you. You've done this before. For those wondering, we're recording at a far, far earlier time today. And I've probably had my coffee a little bit too early in the morning. I just need to go to the toilet.
All he's doing is shit for those who can't read between the
Really
lines.
sorry. I'll be 2 seconds.
Play some music.
Feel free to start the next game.
I'll wait for you. That's straight through, is it?
Hello.
We're back. So how was that?
I don't feel comfortable sharing my ablution news with you, but all good.
So there's nothing worse when that coffee hits and it just goes straight down.
Yeah, it's like
Straight to the entry point.
Normally the intestines go round.
Yours goes
Yeah, it's
Straight to poo
an
town.
Essendon situation.
straight to poo town. We'll just wrap up the Suns. So
Oh, we've still got more. Yeah, sure.
how do I segue from Ollie's poo to wrapping up the Suns game?
Well, it was a bit of a poo.
Both stink,
Yeah.
for being completely honest. But they got to work it out. They'll be okay. Finals or nothing for them next year. If you don't make finals, then don't even bother turning up.
Yeah.
We might get the excavator out and then do a demo job, people's choice. People's first choice, whatever it's called. Who cares? The Brisbane Hinds in a Saturday night game live up to their nickname, kick 21 points and then hang on for dear life against the Bombers. This thing got scary towards the end. If you love giving up leads, a shitload of points, and a team full of guys who just stop playing in the fourth quarter, then you sound like a Brisbane Lions fan.
Yeah.
Just becoming a worrying trend. The game was in the bad and they let Essendon kick 5 in a row. Just love it behind. Love it behind. 32 shots to 18. They win by a goal. A win's a win. You take it. You got a home final now against the Blues up there, which you'd be pretty happy with if you're a Lions fan. Given where you were to where you are now, you'd take that every day of the week. Joe Danaher is just a different cat. We don't speak about him at all because he lives in Brisbane. We know he's different. We know that he doesn't have a TV in his house. He also ran around his guard of honour for his 200th game.
Weird.
So if you didn't see that, the boys are running out. They're all clapping for him, all the fans. He runs around and says, I don't give a shit about that. Straight through the banner. So he's different, but he's also a stud.
Yep.
50 goals again this season. Genuine X factor. And we don't talk about him because he's in Brisbane. If he was still in Melbourne, he'd be on the back of papers. He'd be printing the back of papers like it's no tomorrow. So he's going to be a real issue for Wiedering in 2 weeks' time.
I do actually have now all the fixtures.
Oh, you've got it?
I got it.
Has this just dropped?
This just dropped.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
When I was in the toilet.
All right, what have we got?
Do you want the whole thing or the Carlton?
Give it to me all.
Okay. So we have got Thursday, September 5, Port Adelaide versus Geelong. Adelaide Oval, 7:40, 7:10 local. Friday the 6th, we've got the Western Bulldogs and the Hawks, 7:40 MCG.
Yep.
Saturday, you've got 2 games. So we've got the Swannies and the Giants
Funny.
at the SCG 3:20.
That's going to be awesome.
How good's that? And then Brisbane versus the Carlton Blues at the Gabba, 7:30 on that Saturday the 7th.
How good. Good first week of finals. That's great. Thursday night in Adelaide, they love it there.
Yep.
Port, never tear us apart. Leading into a big MCG game. That's probably
gonna be so good.
That might be game of the first week.
Potentially.
I think so. Then you got the Battle of we got to change the Battle of the Bridge name.
Yeah.
That we got to change it to something more like hearty.
Yeah.
Into Brisbane. That's good for also that fixture is also good for my flights because I did not book a flight for Thursday.
Really?
I took a gamble on the Friday knowing that maybe we were going to be a sad day.
Oh, you've already booked?
Mate, you know what I was doing? I was refreshing Sportsbet because I thought, okay, maybe these guys know something before anyone else. So I just went off that. Thank you, Sportsbet. Again, how do I segue back into the game now? Dyson Epple. So Brizzy going in the finals. Dyson Epple, have a career. Well done. He gets his farewell game in Brizzy and he would have loved that.
Oh, it's special.
There's nothing like playing your farewell game in Brisbane.
A place that just means so much to you.
Had 34 touches. The streets won't forget him. Who's the asshole that decided not to give him a farewell game in Melbourne? You telling me that guy wasn't in your best 23, even as a sub? Mm-hmm. Shame on you, Brisbane, Essendon.
But also
Brisbane.
we're at it.
Shame on you, Essendon. So, Essendon, they got to pack the slide up. We get to say goodbye to the slide. It was fun. The slide was fun for what it seems 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Ever since we called it, get on the slide, go out there. So we pack it away, we put it back in the box, and then we'll drag it back out for next year.
Sure.
And go again. They have to work out what they're going to do though. Who's sticking around this footy club? They got some list management decisions to make. We've got Davey, both Davies, Goldstein, Guelphy, Nick Hine, Harrison Jones, Jake Kelly, Setterfield, Jake Stringer, Wanganeen, and Wiedemann, who think they need new contracts.
Wow.
Don't know how many of those, even with contract Stringer.
Yeah.
What are we doing with contract?
We haven't spoken about contract Stringer for a while
Is
now.
he just going to be Stringer with no contract, a non-contract Stringer? Does he have any value at the trade table? He would.
Well, I don't think it'd be worth trading for him though.
I think Essendon have the upper hand here with the contract.
Yeah.
It's a 2-year job.
He'd take 2.
He'd take 2 with some unders, I think.
Yeah.
I think so. So watch this space for that. And then recruits from last year. Now we've got some questions on the recruits for Essendon. Gresham, probably not prime St Kilda Gresham. Mm-hmm. Goldstein's respect, old as shit. And Mackay, I'm sure he's a good defender, but God, he makes me nervous by foot and hand.
Yeah.
There's some shaky moments when he has it, and you empty the bank for him. So Essendon fans walk away from the season going, maybe we actually did better than what we thought we were going to do. Finished 11th. That's okay.
Yeah.
But need to work this thing out for next year. Need to work it out. Brizzy get the week off. Now, after they play finals, but when they had the week off last time, they came out and won 9 in a row. So, good vibes coming out of Brizzy.
Great vibes.
Not for Carlton. That's scary for Carlton fans. That's okay. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Same time as that was happening, the Swannies end their season on top and get ready for their express lane ticket to the grand final, we're thinking here. Just did what they had to. This is a team who is ready to give anyone the business in September. Mm-hmm. They're going to get some players back, get Papley back now. And it is tough to stay at the top for as long as they have. Full credit to them. Staying at the top and being hunted every week is just exhausting work. But they've done it. They finished on top. They rested Hot Boy Heaney for this game, which was smart. Should have rested a few more. And they get ready to just launch themselves into a campaign. Anyone going to Sydney is going to get messed up, I think. They're dangerous up there. Not having to travel, staying in Sydney.
Well, totally.
I think, yeah. That's not where you want to go.
No.
Not where you
but
want to be.
I would say this, that it really, really, I found it really interesting that a lot of their losses were at the SCG. So it doesn't feel as intimidating as what it did in the first half of the season.
Oh, well, I think we've always said this before, that every team in the 8 can shit the bed.
Yeah.
Which is what makes it so good. There's no real sure things now anymore.
No.
Even like for people saying, oh, Carlton, you fell into the 8. Yeah, we did. But Brisbane have shown over numerous weeks lately that the last quarters, they hate the last quarter. They're called the Bris behinds. And anything can happen in finals. This is football we're talking about. Anything can happen. So, Wellington City, they go on a campaign.
Yep.
Crows still have to work out what's happening. There is fallout from Throwdown 56 that they're still feeling, which was probably looking back on the club didn't handle this well at all.
No.
This was a bad management. We're talking about leading to the game. We know the stuff that happened in the lead up to the showdown. Rochelle, no teeth. Rah, came out, no teeth. Selly, weren't happy with it. Leading to the game, we had Rory Laird get on the radio and say that he had his concerns and frustrations with Rochelle. Mate, Nick said that it wasn't something with the culture and the standards that they're trying to implement there, so that's why he got dropped. Then you had Jordan Dawson, who also came out and said that Josh isn't doing anything, or that stuff that he doesn't help them win games of football. Fellas, that's not the vibe you want. You don't grab your 21-year-old superstar who's maturing and figuring things out and throw him under the O-Barn. For those who know what I'm talking about. Okay?
Yeah.
If you don't, that's a bus.
Yeah.
Adelaide fans will get that.
Yeah.
You don't throw him under the O-Barn and hope the Stobie poles fall down.
Yeah.
Not at all. And it seems you've done that. You throw him to the wolves. You got to protect that guy.
Oh, yeah. You throw him off the Popeye.
Yeah. What does that mean?
The Popeye.
Is that something?
In Adelaide, yeah. Come on.
Is that the one in West End?
No, it's an institution. The little boat that goes along the Torrens. The Popeye.
Haven't been on that one.
Well.
Yeah, I'll have to go back to it. But I get it. The theme was Adelaide. Yeah, I like that. And it seems like, I think if Adelaide, if that was a Hawthorn player, if someone was wearing gold and brown and did that, we'd be going, that's great. Yeah. We love that stuff. We love players showing a bit of their personality, enthusiasm. They don't like it in Adelaide.
No.
Don't like fun in Adelaide. Careful.
No, that just doesn't surprise me.
Careful.
That's all.
Careful. Are you going to say entitled, or is that what you're alluding?
No. Just, they know.
I think even Adelaide people said this isn't great.
Yeah.
Let the boy play.
Yeah.
Let him have some flair. Don't throw him under a bus. But they, again, another team that now we'll probably dissect these teams next week, but they got to go away and look at what happened this year. They got worse. They left their star kid to hang to dry numerous times. They did stuff early in the year, if you pull out of contests.
Yep.
So they got to look after Rochelle, or someone else will. There'll be another team that will.
Beautiful way of saying it. Someone else definitely will.
They will. But they've got God Thriller and Rankin, and that's all you need.
Yep.
You can build with that. And then we started the Sunday that meant so much to so many fans. The roller coaster began in Ballarat, and she was windy as shit up there. That was, the goalposts were shaking. At some point, we had a lot going on. We had drums in the crowd.
Yeah.
Did you hear the drums?
I did.
That was annoying. Some bloke and there was some vision of some bloke hanging over a fence with the ball girl, who obviously is there to get the ball back when it goes through, just banging the drum in her ear. Obnoxious. Just hated that. So we started in Ballarat, 37-point winners over the Orange team. Dog shit conditions, and we got to give that big son of a bitch, Rory Lobb, some credit.
Yeah.
They wanted to throw him. They wanted to throw him to the scrap heap. Everyone was off him the start of the year. Now he's an absolute brick wall down there.
Yeah.
Taking medium-sized defenders to town. We also had to give some credit to Bevo. I think Doggies fans wanted to get rid of him. Mm-hmm. Now they love Bevo. He's turned this thing around massively. We've heard whispers, the Chinese whispers, that the boys were off him completely at the start of the year. Now they're back on him.
Big up Bevo, they're saying.
Big up Bevo. You know the rules.
Big up Footscray. Big up the Dogs.
They were unbelievable yesterday. Ed Richards is one of the up-and-coming dogs of the competition. Mm-hmm. He's got a dog in him.
Do you reckon he's got the reddest hair right now in the league?
It's fiery red.
Yeah.
It's really red.
There wouldn't be too many more with
redder hair
than that.
Nah, it's dangerous. I've always said redheads, can't trust them.
Oh, no.
Don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
But he is Batman. You know Batman and Robin?
Yeah.
You've heard of it?
Yeah.
Bont is Batman.
Yep.
I think Richards is Robin.
Wow.
Man, he's that good.
Really?
Yeah. He's really good, mate.
Okay.
He's good. I know everyone's going to say, oh, no, Libber is. No. I think Batman Bonts looked at Richards and gone, actually, that's my new Robin.
Pop your little Speedos on, mate.
Yeah.
Pop your cape on.
Yeah. Keep the glasses on, mate. Don't take them off. I think that's the way to look at things down there. The Doggies are going to be a problem in the finals, obviously. They're dangerous on paper. Like that forward line, Sam Darcy, they've got Ugelhagen, they've got Norton, then down back they've got Jones, who might actually get suspended for that first week of finals, which is not ideal. But they're a serious outfit. And they've got a Bont in the middle, a Tim English and also in Ruckman. I think they're going to give some teams the business in finals. That first final against Hawthorn is going to be unreal.
It's going to be so
It's going to be unreal because no one's going to care about defending goals. It's going to be all-out attack. A midfield battle, just blokes clunking the ball up forward. It'll be unbelievable. They get 90,000 there for that. It's going to be huge. Huge. And the Orange team took a few players out because they had illnesses or they were sore. I think they just parked it.
Yeah.
It was we're in Ballarat. It's blowing in fucking Megan Gale here. We don't want to be here really. This is not Blacktown.
Nope.
This is probably, actually, I don't want to say anything about NG and Mars Stadium because I like the kind of people of Ballarat. I was going to say that they're comparatively shitholes. Of stadiums.
I think, yeah.
Actually, I'd rather play at Mars Stadium than that shithole NG.
I think I would too.
Yeah. You know what? So we're thinking that first final, the Battle of Bridger it's called, they can't have that. If they can have the SCG, or they're going to go somewhere bigger.
It's at the SCG.
It will be? Okay, good.
It is.
Good. Thank God they didn't finish one Giants, never NG. That would be a horrible experience for everyone.
Yeah.
Wonder if they did finish first if they played at SCG.
I think that I like the theory, but they definitely put an application in.
Yeah, that'd be
see
good.
If there's,
So the Giants, they'll go away, just look at it, rest up.
Yep.
Get in the water, get in Bondi, do the Bondi to Bronte walk.
Yeah.
Just go train at NG, feel bad for themselves, then go try the SCG and get themselves up and about.
Totally.
Up and about. So well on the Doggies for just keeping their season alive and locking themselves in. And then we moved to Heartbreak City. I was in Heartbreak City for about 2 hours. Did not like it at all. Jack Higgins put me in Heartbreak City, put every Blue supporter in Heartbreak City when he kicks a goal with 12 seconds to go and put the Saints up by 2 points. I want to say, firstly, congrats to you guys. Congrats to you, mate. Because you played a great game. It was a good game. You came out there very much, I think we previewed this the same way, as in kind of both teams, forward line-wise, don't have much to work with. You're just putting some blokes up forward and trying to make this thing work. Mm-hmm. And you came out, you played some fast footy. It was just head-to-head, and then you just had some balls there at the end to run the risk. How did you view it?
I think I viewed it with, have you ever felt like this when Jackie Higgins kicks it through the sticks? If I had a fucking water bottle, I'd chuck it right at you, Dan. Suck eggs, you sook. Fuck, it was good. I loved it. Oh, it was the most satisfying game I've ever seen in my life. I thought, this has just been built. My juices are flowing right now. I have been like a little puppy all year, copping it and just sort of sitting there in the corner with my wide eyes, just going, it's okay. Haha, chopsticks. Haha, creating rumors about players leaving. Haha, and now I get to go sucked in.
Yeah.
I just...
Nah, fair enough, mate.
I needed that moment.
I know. And you know what? Full credit to you. You beat a VFL team. So full credit to you. When there's 11 blokes out and you get over the line by 2 points, like, this is honestly, sincerely... Because I know your season's been bad, so when we roll a VFL team out and you beat us at Marvel.
Okay, I'll be honest. It did make me feel like it was jeepers. It was pretty evident to me that if you've got a forward line, you win that game.
This thing looks different.
And it did make me go, okay, right. So, that's not good then. Like, you
walked away going fun, but
no, I think that's only this morning.
Okay.
Like
when the dust has settled, now you go, okay, wow.
We probably, if we're going to do it, we're probably, like, more or less, other than Max King, we're forward lines how it looks.
Yeah.
So we really probably could have.
You could have pushed the sword.
Yeah.
I think my left hip was shaking.
Yeah.
I thought, going into the game, I thought, I'll be optimistic because I always have faith and you've always just got to believe, like Ted Lasso. But I went into it going, this thing could be 40, 50 points. Given what you did at Geelong and how quick you moved the ball. But full credit to the Blues, obviously got some intel there. We know that you guys transitioned so well.
Yep.
So if the ball got quick on us and we saw the ball flying out of your defense to forward line, that's how when I and the Blues fans knew we were fucked. We can't have that happen. So the Blues went out there to stop it, which I think would put you back into your slow ball movement, chopstick ways. Would you agree with that?
No, I would totally agree with that. And I
yeah.
just feel like we were led off so many times when you'd pump the ball into the forward 50 and, not a great look when 7 Carlton players all go for the one ball. It felt very like, because they're all defenders that in the forward line. They're all just going up to punch it away. I was like, yeah, okay, we've got away with this a little bit, I feel like, in pockets.
Yeah.
It was just it was a great game. There was so many, I thought the umpiring was ridiculous on both ends.
Yeah.
Like just so much happening
Mish.
where I'm going, what?
Yeah.
This just feels odd. Great move, I think, moving TDK and Silvani away from St Kilda's list manager. I feel like that was a good call.
When I saw that they were next to Gumby,
Yeah, Gumby.
I thought, hold on a minute. Aesthetically, that's not on. When all the other boys are down in the rooms on plastic chairs and you got Sauce and TDK sitting next to the list manager, I thought,
And TDK having a real laugh with it.
yeah. And then so it flashed to them, and then about 10 minutes later, it flashed back and they were gone.
It was
someone's ran up and said, boys, this isn't great on camera. This is bad.
And on that as well, how funny is it? You had so many players injured, you didn't know where to physically put them in the stadium. So you had Sauce and TDK with St Kilda staff, bizarre. You had Curnow in the coach's box.
Yeah.
Then you had 11 blokes in the change rooms.
Just trying to plug him in, mate. We had so many people there.
You had Doc on the bench.
Yeah.
Like it was just like...
Just try, if there's ever spare seat, it's like a plane when you're late to booking a flight and you've got to try and pick a seat and it's like, okay, well, I've got my partner, but we can't sit together. So how are we going to sit? How are we going to figure this thing? It was unbelievable.
Row 30, aisle seat job.
You're right, though. It was just a... I mean, full credit to Saints. I think it's... I did feel... I don't say I want to say feel good because it hurt me, but it was good that they go into next year feeling good about themselves.
Totally.
I appreciate that. I think there's some stuff there to work with, and I think you guys will be a lot better with Max King. He gets a full run at preseason, didn't have one last year. I think this Saints thing and the way that Ross has got to move in the ball with that fast movement, I think that's great for you guys next year.
Yeah, onto something.
From the Blues, just proud of the effort. I know that it was heartbreak at the end and Higgins sunk us, but with that team, no forward line. And to your point, when the ball's getting, when we've got defenders up there trying to be forwards and they've got no idea how to close the hands to mark the footy, to have that effort against a red hot Saints team, although we lost, I walked away going, oh, you plug 6 players into this thing and they play like that, we can have a crack. We can have a shake at everything in finals.
I reckon if you didn't make finals based on that game, I don't know, there's a part of me that goes full respect.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's so much heart out there.
It's so to me, it's like the Blues needed to get rid of their players to go back to their core DNA, pressure, midfield hunt.
Sure.
And I think we've got that now. It's now time to plug in the big dogs.
Sure. We can get them back now.
Bring in the big dogs and let them feed and say, hey, dogs, we're feeding on this. Mm-hmm. You hungry?
Join in.
Let's do it. So Walsh was massive, had 32. Cripper. His back fits 22 players and 100,000 members. He's got a wide back and he's strong enough to carry it with him.
Yeah.
Just put the team on his back. Absolutely unbelievable. So they roll into finals now. After this game, it was flattening. So let's talk about it. I was flat. I was really upset. It took me a half of the next game to feel kind of optimistic about anything. I was pondering, like, what's the point of anything?
Yeah.
After this game, like, why do this? You didn't have a job there for a bit.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's shut this thing down. And then we rolled into the next game. Sorry, just on the last thing, very funny post by St Kilda on Instagram.
I had nothing to do with it other than probably just inspiration.
I didn't get it. I got the me in there and like pulling me down, but pretty funny.
You are so Slytherin too.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, exactly.
Oh, well, it went about as well as Dobby.
And also,
because they bought one.
Leave Dobby out of this.
What's that mean?
Stop throwing water bottles.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Before we back this, some fucking wanker, absolute scum of the earth dog deserves a lifetime ban. I don't ever, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we, you know how mad you got to be to get out of your seat, walk down a race and throw a water bottle?
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit.
Yep.
And let's name and shame them. Let's do a public shaming like they did back in the day.
Yep.
Get them down Collins Street and everyone grab a bottle
Yep.
and let's throw it at them and see how they like it.
There you go. Yep.
That's what we should do. That is just a goal umpire. You guys realize whoever, and it's 1%, one person who ruins it for everyone else.
Yeah.
A goal umpire has no say of what's happening on the field. So I get you angry about some on-field decisions, but don't throw a bottle. But the goal umpire can't make any decisions until it actually crosses out of the field into his territory. Just gross. Just gross. Like, it's just... I hope they find it. I hope they actually name them.
Yeah, and they will.
They will.
I don't know if they'll name them.
Nah, name them. I will. Someone give me a name. Give me a name and an address. We'll find this person.
Yeah, that's an interesting cold open for next week.
Yeah, true. It's just, but it's so true. It's just one wanker ruins of everyone.
Yeah.
You know, and even after that happened, I felt like for maybe the rest of the quarter, the game felt flat. It felt like, oh, well, that's just ruined this quarter of footy.
Yeah.
That's not on. I mean, when BT said what injury could have happened for the umpire to be bleeding back ahead, I knew immediately.
Really?
I was like, okay, some wanker's throwing something here. And sure enough, a 600ml fucking Mount Franklin bottle goes flying in the back of it. Now, that's not good sponsoring.
No, Mount Franklin.
That is not good for the sponsor. Now, I've spoken to the Carlton cheer squad. They are good people. It was not them.
Okay.
They are beautiful people in there. I want to make that very clear. Did not come from the cheer squad. We can't rule out that I wasn't a Saints fan. And I don't want to point the fingers. I'm not in the finger pointing business, but it could have been a Saints person. Just putting that out there. We don't know. There will be a fair trial and we'll find out who this was. This dog. This piece of shit. I hate you if you're listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
I hate you so much.
When we figure
Stop
out
listening.
When we figure out who it is, you're going on the wall.
Going straight on the ban list. And last game, to send Freo pack in a barley and to invite Carlton to the finals party, Port with a 20-point win over Freo. Give Ken 20 years. He's enough for me, man. He is absolutely enough for me. I love him so much. I would kiss Willie Rioli. I would kiss him on the willy. I would kiss a willy because I love him. And when he shushed the Freo crowd, I did it as well. I went like that. So there was absolute scenes before this game started. Freo fans going nuts in the bar at the ground.
Yeah.
Cheering that Carlton had lost and then just got turned on their head and I feel for Freo. Had so many chances to make the finals. The gather round comes back to haunt them again.
Yeah.
Against the Blues, got a bad call. And then obviously somehow the footy gods line things. They miss out on this game and send the Blues into a final series. But they had their chances. I think they kicked 1-6 in the second quarter. Josh Tracy was a big out. At home, though, I thought that maybe this thing would get them over the line still and they'd be playing finals. And just Heartbreak City. Now, they have to live in Heartbreak City for a little bit. But all the Blues boys actually went back to the club to watch this game together with the families and they had beers on ice ready to go.
I think,
cracking them.
Can I just say that makes a lot of sense. What didn't make sense was I assume it was maybe Alistair Nicholson or Joel Selwood. We couldn't tell the difference between their voices when they said, "Do you reckon the Freo boys are watching this game?" And I went, "What? When they're warming up?" No, I don't think they are.
No, it would have been hard to
I don't know if
see.
anyone else heard that, but I thought that's ridiculous.
No, they would have been told, though, I think, before the bounce, hey,
Sure.
guys, Carlton lost.
They're not watching it.
No.
Don't worry about warm-ups today, boys.
No.
Let's
No,
just
no.
watch a bit of footy.
No, but Freo, poor Freo. I feel for Freo fans. They had their destiny in their hands. They let it
Yeah.
go. And shout out to Port. Didn't really have to fire a shot here. Just couldn't lose by more than 20 points. Bit of a dead rubber for them. Long trip to Perth. They bleed blue. They've got a little bit of soft spot. I think it was a little, for me, what it felt like is, hey, Dan, we know we didn't draft you or pick you up
Sure.
because of Paddy Ryder. You know, when we wanted you to trade for you and Paddy Ryder existed, so that didn't happen. We're so sorry about that. Does this make things right again?
Yeah.
It does for me.
It also, I mean, they do owe us. After
They do owe
something
us.
that happened
Debts
last
are paid.
week.
Debts are paid on
We're
my end. I'm
even.
good with them. I'm good with Ken. I'm good with them all. I'm good
Yeah.
with Port. Can't wait to get over there and gather around and actually hug them all. I will hug every Port supporter. That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Meet me at the bridge on the gather round game and we're doing hugs.
Yeah, I love
Just quick, rapid hugs.
Yeah.
Love them all. We're going to kiss Willies too. We're going to kiss Willies and give hugs. That's what we're going to do. So I was just great. So Freo, bit to work with. You actually do have a lot to work with for next year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd go away, go to Bali, just unpack, unwind, wear the bag on your head today at work.
Yeah.
Just get through today. You'll be fine. You're getting Bolton. You're going to get some squad back, Tracy back, Darcy. You'll be fine. This is going to be good. But thank you so much, Port. I love you so much. They could never tear us apart, and they all have teeth. Down, teeth. We can go to the dentist. Love him. Love him, love him.
We can learn to fly.
We can learn to fly. I'll be in the lounge room with the Never Tear Us Apart scarf.
Oh, yeah.
Come Thursday night next 2 weeks' time. And then, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. The finals are locked in. Then there were 8. And if you haven't picked a bandwagon, time to pick one out of these guys. Sydney, Port, Geelong, Giants, Brisbane, Dogs, Hawks, and the Blues. Pick a bandwagon and jump on. Mm-hmm. Who's the biggest bandwagon there? Hawks for sure.
Oh, I think I'm on Hawks.
Hawks got a wow. Oh, you picked your bandwagon?
Well, no, yeah, I don't know. I've got the Brisbane angle. Mm-hmm. I like Brisbane. I love Fitzroy.
Yep.
And a mate of mine said that he remembers when they won their grand finals in the early 2000s, they would go to the Fitzroy Oval the next day for the lifting of the cup.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's cool. I would like to see that.
That is very cool.
Maybe them. But then the Hawks, they're sexy. Then I love you.
Thanks.
You know, and the Blues. Like, do I want...
So do you want to reveal your bandwagon on Thursday's ep?
Oh, maybe I'll do...
Like a draft.
No.
Put the hats in front of you.
The college...
You should get a tattoo of your bandwagon and reveal it. Okay, do you want to do a colour? We'll put all the hats in front of you.
Yeah, and I'll do
like a draft, and you're going to pick your bandwagon.
Yep.
That's great content.
That's great.
That's great content. Those screens have to fucking move.
You are loving yourself sick today.
I look pretty cool in this stuff. Hey, guys, thank you so much. What an absolute roller coaster. Thanks for listening. Enjoy your week. If your team didn't make it, get through the next few days. It'll be fine. And then start picking a bandwagon. By Thursday, we want everyone to pick a bandwagon.
Yeah. I don't want to wrap up. I could do this all day.
I got to go filming.
Oh.
I'm going to go see Volk. Film something very cool with
really?
Sportsbet. Yeah, very cool.
Wow.
If he better not be a Saints supporter, because I will roundhouse kick him.
Where's he from?
Perth.
He probably is not then.
I just realised I threatened Volk. I'm very scared.
Yeah.
You heard that. We're
What
going to try and get him on.
how fun would that be?
Yeah, we've got Prue Master coming back on Thursday for something pretty cool. We sent him away on his mission to Bubba Pizza. He'll be back Thursday to give us some food, which you'll love. I've had a look at it.
You've had a look at the menu?
Yeah, you did well in the weekend, didn't you? You saw it? Stuff on the weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting.
You know, I had no idea that there were some of those combos out there.
They're great.
Hot dog pizza.
Yeah, there's a lot happening. A lot happening. We can't wait to show you guys. So, guys, enjoy your day. Love footy. It's the best. We'll see you on Thursday.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.